Hey, what's up guys? Matt here, MaximumLivingPower.com, and in this video I will be talking about dating a flaky person. So first off, hope you guys had a great weekend. I did, just kind of took a little trip out to the lake to kind of, get away from the city a little bit. So I was able to go out there and kind of get refreshed and hang out by the water. So I definitely had a great time. Um, in this video, I just kind of want to go over, you know, maybe if you're in a situation to where the person that you're dating or in a relationship with seems a little flaky. So I just wanted to go over what it means to have flaky behavior, and just a couple ways to handle a situation like that in case you are in this environment. So a couple things about flaky. First off, to be flaky, like to be a flaky person in regards to a relationship, means to kind of be hot and cold. You're hot one minute for a week or two, and possibly cold the next. Now this is not in all cases, but when it comes to if you're dating someone who is experiencing these types of behaviors, in my experience as a coach and dating a lot of, like, in coaching a lot of people who are having these situations occur, maybe they're in a relationship or they're dating, 60% of these cases, it's because the person who is being flaky, there's an ex in the picture. Maybe they're not over the ex completely. Maybe they're trying to maybe work out whatever it is that went wrong or went south. But yeah, 60% of the time there's usually an ex in the picture. So the best way to handle if that is the case, then communication. And first off, another way that somebody who is being, or another reason why somebody could be flaky, is because maybe they're not over the previous relationship completely, meaning they haven't healed 100%. Maybe even if they broke up maybe 2 months ago, maybe they had a lot invested in the situation. Sometimes they can seem a little flaky at that point because they're not trying to get sucked, maybe I'd say sucked in to the relationship, but maybe they don't want to get too attached too quickly. So that's another reason that I have experienced in my coaching, that why people sometimes can act flaky. So just keep all those in mind, that they're not set in stone. Some people just that they could be this way. They may not be, or they may not be able to act any other way based on maybe they have certain situations. Maybe they're just not healthy mentally or emotionally, and this is just the way that they act. Because I've actually dated someone who act this way as well, and she wanted a communicator, and whenever I approached her with the situation, she just kept on brushing it off. No, I don't want to talk about it. There's nothing wrong. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to accept certain things that you want to accept, and then move on if you're not willing to accept them. So 2 ways to approach this. I mentioned one of them already, is to communicate. That by far is the number one way to help yourself if somebody is acting a little flaky. And what I mean by communication, just go up to them, ask a few questions one day, or maybe you're out and about and whatever, just say, hey, look, everything for a couple weeks seemed good, but then you kind of seemed a little different. And now I'm not talking about it necessarily within like a few days or a week or something like that, because sometimes you're going through what we call a honeymoon phase in the dating, the coaching world. So you're kind of going through the honeymoon phase, and once you get through that stage, then the emotional high that you're experiencing from dating someone new will kind of slowly drop a little bit, but not in all cases. But if this is something that maybe goes on for, like, say everything's going good for a week and you don't hear from them for a week or two, or a month, and you don't hear from them for a couple of weeks, maybe they avoid your phone calls, stuff like that, like, all could be signs of flaky behavior, and it all could be signs of there could be an ex in the picture. So the best way, like I mentioned, is to communicate. See if they're open for communication. If they're not open to communicate, then that's something that you have to either accept and see how it goes, or say, look, I'm trying to communicate here about the the situation or the way I feel, whatever it is, but you're not wanting to communicate, then I'm sorry, but this ain't gonna work out. I mean, you have to be strong and do this, but sometimes that's what it takes. The other way is that you could just kind of look at their actions over the course of a certain amount of time and see if it continues, see if it gets better. Sometimes people just may not be ready for a full committed relationship, and sometimes people are. So the best thing to do also is, if you're this person that wants to hold off and kind of see what's going on, is don't expect certain things to happen, because if you expect that the relationship's going to work out, everything's going to be good, they're going to eventually come to you full time and all that. Sometimes this becomes an attachment, and then you get your heart broke or have a lot more pain and suffering later on, which could have been possibly avoided by trying to figure out if you can communicate right away. So that's my number one recommendation, is communicate. If they don't want to communicate, like I said, I would recommend just saying, hey, look, if you can't communicate, I want a relationship where there's communication. If there's something bothering someone, we want to be able to talk about it. And if you are unable to do that, I don't think this is going to work out, and then go find somebody else. But obviously we have people that don't, for whatever reason, which, I'm not biased on either way. My recommendation is to go the less painful way and the faster way of figuring out and screening out certain situations. So if you have any questions or comments on this video, leave your comments down below. I do make videos every single day. I do cover also other areas, because I am a life coach, so I specialize in health and fitness. So maybe you need to lose some weight, or maybe gain some muscle, whatever the case would be on that. Maybe you're stuck in a dead-end job, or a job that doesn't make you happy. If you need some career coaching as well, or just have a question, definitely leave your questions down below. Or you could also, if you want more of a private approach to asking your question, if you want to remain anonymous, I have no problems with that. I never mention any names in the video either. So you could just email me at questions@maximumlivingpower.com, and just email me on that video. But remember to subscribe and click the little bell icon if you would like to get notified on more videos like these, and in the other areas that I mentioned below. So other than that, have a great day, and until the next video, I'll talk to you soon.